Thank you very much. I certainly appreciate you folks showing out tonight, especially on a Friday evening. Thank you so much for being here to hear what we have to say. I want to thank the mayor for his presentation because he stole half of my speech. Therefore, I won't have to use my total 8 minutes. I would like to tell you a little bit about myself, and a little bit about what your council has accomplished over the past 3 years. I'm a 4-term mayor of the city of Winter Haven. I served on that commission for several years. This is the only level of government that I have the slightest interest in. I had an opportunity to run for the House when the dean of the House retired and wanted me to run to take over his seat. And I said, Fred, you've got to be kidding me. I'm the mayor of the city, I can get things done, and you want me to run for the House? I said, you've been there 20 years. I said, little old lady comes in, sits down at your desk, you pick up the phone and you say, or you have your secretary pick up the phone, and you say, get the secretary on the phone. The secretary comes on the phone, hello, Mr. Jones, how are you? What can we do for you? And he said, well, I have a problem. One of my constituents has this problem. Yes, sir, Mr. Jones, we'll take care of that. Now, you leave, Simmonds comes in. Same little old lady comes back. She's got a problem. So I pick up the phone. I don't have a secretary. And I say, get the secretary. Can I speak to the secretary? Well, I'm sorry, he's tied up. Oh, he is? Yes, he's tied up. But Mr. Podunk can talk to you. So I talked to Mr. Podunk, and he said, oh no, we've got rules against that, we can't do that. So she toddles out, and thinking, gee, Mr. Jones used to be able to do that. That's why I have no interest. It's even worse today. You've got term limits, and the poor guy who's up there, he spends half of his time as a newbie before he can become part of the leadership, if he ever becomes part of the leadership, and it's a tough road to hoe. This is the only level of government to be at. If we make a mistake, it affects you tomorrow. If we do something right, it also affects you tomorrow. If a legislature makes a mistake, they don't even get to address it until next year. Well, we're legislatures too, so we don't get to address it until our next legislative session. That's 2 weeks from now. So we can fix our mistakes, and we make some. And this is the only place to be. I served on the Venice City Council for 4 months in the year 2000. I've been elected since 2003 to date. Prior to the election, I served 5 years and 8 months on city committees, which gives me a total of 9 years service to the city out of the 11 years I've been a permanent resident. I've been a taxpayer in this city for 29 years. I enjoyed it, so I thank you. I won't take all that much time. I helped craft the present charter that's being revised at the moment. The city at that time thought, since I had experience in Winter Haven and had gone through the business of redoing the charter, that I'd be very helpful. I made several suggestions, none of which were accepted. So I have extensive business experience. I've been a permanent resident, as I said, for 11 years, and I have, I think, helped preserve the quality of life that we enjoy here. I was raised in Bradenton, Florida. 10 Florida schools. As your chairman said, I have a BS with honors from Sacramento State College. I'm a commercial pilot. I have 2 children, 5 grandchildren. My business experience is the thumbnail sketch. I was the owner of a high-end furniture and interior design company, director of school plant planning and construction, Dade County Schools, CEO of PHH Incorporated, which we started. It operated 12 clinics and 3 inpatient units, and I've been a career Air Force officer. In that position, as an Air Force officer, I flew the line, what they call flying the line, for about 10 years. Then I began to get administrative positions and one of them that was fascinated with the base exchanges. Some of you folks have been in the service know what a base exchange is. Overseas base exchanges handle everything from new cars to ladies and men's fashions. I was the Director of Business Plans and Management for the Air Force's European Exchange. I got a fascinating job. I'm going to quit looking at you. I got a fascinating job operating 104 liquor stores in 16 different countries and the embassies in Europe and North Africa. I had so much fun with that, and it was so easy to do that they let me have it for only about 6 months and then pulled me out to give me something to really go to work. By the way, I want to announce that your chairman gave me permission to take my coat off. I feel much more comfortable with you folks with the coat off. None of you have one on, and I'm sure you wouldn't want to have one on. I want to continue to earn the respect and confidence of our Venice citizens, to maintain the quality of life that we have, maintain 6 to 8 minutes response time on fire and police. That's very important for you folks here. You've got less than 6 minutes or 3 minutes because they're right around the corner. I want to bring to conclusion a joint planning agreement with Sarasota County to manage growth in the future. I want to encourage the council and the city government to be friendly and responsive to you folks that need something. I would like to say that this has been a privilege to serve in that. You show me how much time I have? 1 minute. Okay. Let me read you until she stops me. The accomplishments of this council over the past 3 years have been a very, very productive council. They've reduced the tax millage every 3 years. You're going to blow a horn or something, because I'm not going to watch it. They've accomplished beach renourishment, and the funding is identified for the next renourishment. They've, as the mayor told you, got fire station number 3 for $0 of your money, and it's up and under construction now. It costs us nothing. We got $1 million from developers and the land to build it on. We settled a 7-year squabble with the FAA, and now our funding is up and running again. We settled charges with the Environmental Protection Agency over infractions that we made, or previous council and previous administration made, that cost us a lot of money to get out of. We rebuilt the Venice fishing pier, raising it to a level that will handle high seas and hurricane winds. We provided a considerable additional beach parking when we dismantled the wastewater treatment plant. As the mayor told you, we acquired the low-effect property for parking. Keep looking for the sign to come. It's coming? Thank you very much.